This is the Big Coach Leonard Parker Show, and I'm Big Coach Leonard Parker. And today we broadcasting from the Parker Retirement Resort. And ooh-wee, do we have a good show for you all today. We have Mr. Derek Jones, who's the head boys basketball coach at Calic High. He is the Division I Select defending state champion. He's bringing two players, Mr. Nico Jones and Mr. Tate McCurry. We also have the principal of Port Island High School, Mr. James Jackson, Dr. Brittany Nelson, who is the Teacher of the Year at Port Island High and West Baton Rouge Parish, and Miss Richarda Jones, who is 11th and 12th grade counselor. Stay tuned.
Hey, Big Coach.
Ooh-wee, there go my son.
Big Coach Leonard Parker Show.
This is the Big Coach Leonard Parker Show, and we're filming today from the Parker Retirement Resort. Today's guest is Coach Derek Jones. He is the head coach of the Calic High boys basketball team. Coach Derek Jones has been coaching for 21 years in the coaching. He has been at Calic High for 3 years now, and he has coached high school for 9 years. Coach, it's great to have you.
Great to be here, Coach. Great to see you.
Coach Jones coaches at Calic High, and last year they was fortunate to win the Division I Select Boys Basketball Championship. Coach, you know, I looked at that, and I remember y'all playing Calic. I covered the first game when y'all played Scotlandville. Mm-hmm. Y'all came up a little short at home, and then y'all meet Scotlandville again in that state championship game, and y'all was victorious. What kind of feeling or what kind of emotions was going through your mind and your body winning that game and even playing them twice?
It was indescribable, the feeling, the emotions that came along with winning that game. But the overall feeling for me was just a sense of happiness and joy for my kids. You know, they worked really hard. I pushed them really hard. They believed in what we were selling them from the time I got to Calic High. We started talking state championship the first day of practice.
First day, 3 years ago.
That was our goal. And we went through ups and downs. We had adversity along the way, but those guys really bought into what we were selling. They sacrificed some of their own wants and needs for what was good for the team. So I was just so happy for them. So happy for them to accomplish that goal.
Wow, man, second year at Calic High and already won a state championship. That was amazing. Coach, now that y'all have won a state championship, expectations, are y'all relaxed a little bit, or have the expectations went up?
I mean, the expectations always have been the same. Like, it's our goal every year is going to be to win a state championship. Now, people outside of our locker room, people outside of our team, their perception of us may have changed, but our own perception hadn't changed. Like, the standard is the standard, and the standard is to be able to compete against the best around the state and to be able to, you know, win another state championship. And then I'm gonna take it a step farther. Like, we're trying to build a program that could go compete outside of Louisiana and compete nationally against some of the better programs across the nation.
Nationally ranked. Okay, I see also you beefed up your schedule. You know, last year you're looking at when I covered you was 23-5, and this year a little tougher schedule. Y'all playing some defending state championships also. Matter of fact, I think y'all got one coming up Monday against another defending state champion. Well, so what was your philosophy about beefing up that schedule, Coach?
Last year, I thought we needed to grow into ourselves. So early on, we played some teams that, you know, where we could kind of play some different combinations and kind of figure out our identity early. With this group, we had a core of guys that only played basketball that we felt confident about, that could compete and against those high-level teams. And I didn't want to waste opportunities to get better. So I don't feel like when you beat teams by 30 and 40 points, it makes you any better sometimes. And you know, it may give you some confidence, but do you really get better from that? And I've always told people I don't care about my career record. Like I could care less what my career record is. I care about winning state championships and helping these guys grow into young men that understand how to work hard, how to compete at a high level, because you got to compete at whatever you do. So and you know these guys are high achieving in the classroom. The vast majority of our team. And most of them are not going to play basketball after high school, but what they're learning how to do is compete against the best. They're competing against the best in class every day. They're competing against the best basketball-wise. And I think that's how you grow. And I think at the end of the year, we're going to see the results of playing this kind of schedule. We're not playing, you know, teams that we're going to see in the first round of the playoffs. We're playing teams that the caliber of the third round playoff, quarterfinals, and semifinal games. And I think if we can stay the course, if we can stay together, if we can continue to build our chemistry, I think this group has a chance to do something special.
So at Catholic High for 3 years, second year you won the state championship. But prior to that, you was at Port Island High for 4 years, 2 state championships, and your second year you got state runner-up. Man, that's a heck of a resume for a 7-year period, a 7-year stint where you have got 3 state championships and a state runner-up. Where do you see yourself in the future far as, do you see yourself going to college or coaching at the next level, or are you happy with what you're doing right now? I know you got another young kid coming up. What do you see yourself doing in the future, Coach?
I'm extremely happy doing what I'm doing. I told the team last night after I wasn't pleased with how we played overall, but I told them this is probably the most fun I've had coaching in my career because I really like this group. I think we got a great group of kids, and I'm having a great time. Like Catholic has been really good to me. They've made a, you know, a situation for me that's conducive to doing what I want to do and following my passion, and also like. You know, I get to see my younger kid play most of his games, and in college I didn't get the opportunity to do that. I missed a lot of Nico's games, and I was on the road recruiting, traveling and playing. So I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like I could see myself here in coaching Max when Max is in the 4th grade, you know. But also, you know, I when I first started my coaching career, my goal was to be a Division I head coach, and I pursued that goal, and my wife and my family, you know, was supportive in that. We moved from city to city to city chasing that goal, and it's still my goal. You know, it's still my goal to be a Division I head coach. I can't see myself going back to being an assistant coach. There's only a select few people that I know, that friends that I have that are head coaches, that I can see myself going to be an assistant for again. But if the opportunity to be a Division I head coach came along, I would definitely pursue it because I think I'm capable of being highly successful at that level.
Yeah. Coach, you said Catholic High has gave you a tremendous package. And the last question would be the balance of coaching and being a family man. You know, can you expound on that?
Catholic has absolutely helped me with that. Like that's a huge emphasis and of the culture of the school and the community. It's encouraged, you know. It's been great for me personally. I haven't always done good with that balance, you know. There've been times where, man, like, you know, I was so into basketball, so into my job, so into, you know, elevating and my career and getting to that next step and being able to provide better for my family, and you know, all of those kind of things that, you know, I wasn't focused on. Like, okay, you know, today I get to spend time with my son. Today I get to go watch my youngest son play. Today I get to go to a Mardi Gras ball tonight with my wife. You know, like I wasn't. Those things weren't important to me at the time because I was so focused on on the job and win and advance and get to the next step and the next step. And so it slowed me down. Being in high school in general, it slowed me down. Being at Catholic, which I needed to slow down a little bit. Because it flies by, you know that.
Oh yeah.
You blink your eyes.
5 years, 10 years gone.
He's gonna be a senior next year, and you know the time that I get to spend with my son, the time I get to spend with my wife now, the time I get to spend with my youngest son Max, and even my extended family that lives in around the area, is invaluable because, you know,
right.
you could gather all the material things in the world. You could, but family and relationships, you know, there's nothing that
sound like
can
maturity
replace
and said in, Co.
Yeah.
Maturity. The young coach don't understand that, but the mature coach, he gets it.
Yeah.
Coach Derek Jones, 21-year veteran coach, 3-time state champion, 1-time state runner-up. I'm stamping him. Somebody better pick him up because he's going to be a successful coach at the D1 level one day when he chooses to do so. And I know being a father is real important to him, so that might be on a little bit ahead of that goal right now. But if a university, a D1 university was to give this guy a shot, they're going to be pleased with the results. Don't go nowhere. Coming up next, we have the Catholic High players, Nico Jones and Tate McCurry.
Nobody will satisfy your outdoor needs like reliable roofing.
Over the past 15 years, I had 2 roofing systems, including a chimney installed by Reliable Roofing. I highly recommend them to get the job done.
Reliable Roofing, where no job is too big or small. Just give us a call.
No matter the job, big or small, give us a call.
Christine Lacaze, licensed massage therapist, is offering appointment-only massage therapy at Modern Technique Salon. The massage services are offered on Saturdays and Mondays by appointment only, no walk-ins. Call Christine Lacaze at 225-610-4908. That's massage therapy by appointment only at Modern Technique Salon, located on Highway 1 in Addis. Call Christine Lacaze for your appointment today, 225-610-4908.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Fruget Jr., and I am a general dentist at Fruget Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
This is Big Coach Leonard Parker, and today we have 2 Catholic High basketball players, Mr. Nico Jones, Jr., and Mr. Tate McCurry, Jr., and they play for the Catholic Bears. Thank y'all for coming, guys.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
All right. We're going to start it off by saying, as sophomores last year, both of you had the opportunity to start for Catholic High in a state championship game against a team that was probably about 27-2. Some people saying they were the best team in state, had the 6'10", and then had T-Set at the forward. How did that make y'all feel as sophomores starting in a blockbuster game like that for the state championship?
Man, I remember just when we were saying the national anthem and praying before the game, my throat was all dry, my mouth was dry, and I was really nervous, and that was the longest day of my life. Leading up to that game, I was watching Netflix shows to try and knock out time. But once we got on that floor, it just kind of all went away, and it was like, we're here. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that's about right. Like, I'm talking about the night before the game, I'm waking up. I'm like, is it time to wake up? Yeah, it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm like, golly. But just starting in the game.
Like Christmas.
Yeah,
like Christmas.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But just starting in the game, it was just like once we got on that court and I realized who we was playing against, I was like, I didn't even see it as a state championship game. I'm just thinking like, this is just a game that we can win. I know we can win. So
the next game.
It was just a good feeling like that. And then once we started playing this basketball. So
it's all right. Now, have the culture at Catholic High changed for you all? So y'all done won the state championship, the first state championship the Catholic High ever won. So have the culture with the responsibility of boys basketball have it changed at Catholic High any?
Yeah, I think it actually has. I mean, before this, we were like the only sport that never won state championship.
Wow.
I remember our freshman year, I think we were the only sport that didn't make it to the state game that year, and it was kind of like, dang, like, but now,
that's some pressure.
Yeah, we won it, and it just kind of like, I feel like it just brought all of us together. Like, they know we can win now. They come support us, and we really appreciate that.
Y'all got a crazy student section. It's different.
Yes,
and they stand up. They stand up the whole game, I think. Oh, man.
yeah, shout out Bear Nage for real.
All right.
But yeah, I think the culture, I feel like I go in every game knowing, not that I haven't before, but knowing that like we can win against anybody, whether that be teams from Louisiana, teams from out of state. Like, I just feel like we have a chance to win every single game, and I think that winning that state championship just gives us like a little boost of confidence every game. It's like, man, we won state, like we should be in every single game we play in. So
Not I think I can. I have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Y'all had a player last year, Stan Levy, and he gave me one of the best answers I ever got. I asked him, what is your future outlook for your season? Or your future outlook for the program? And he told me he want to see the Catholic Bears win 25 every year, 5 or 10 years from now. He want the Catholic High boys basketball program to just have that kind of history and legacy. What do y'all think about a statement like that Stan made?
I think it's awesome. Like, I would love to come back one day, or like after I graduate, come back watching just like team that can win, and just whenever you see your school winning and like knowing who kind of built the standard and stuff like that, knowing all the hard work that you need to put in to be that good, it just makes you happy to see a team win like that. And I would love to see school that I went to just always being successful every year.
Yeah, I mean, what Stan said, like, hit it on top of the head, like 25 every year. That's great, but I want to just see us go a step further, like being able to win state championships and be in the conversation consistently every single year. And I think that's kind of what our group is trying to build, like keep being the standard of being the best, like our other sports have been. So,
what teams do y'all get up for? The team that it's some teams that, hey, we know we're gonna beat this team by 20, or this team always give us a challenge. But any teams that just get you like, oh, I'm ready, I can't wait to play this team in the city or the state.
Man, like, I can't point out like a certain few teams, because what gets me motivated is when they doubt. And like, I just love proving people wrong. And
I like it.
And I mean, that's pretty much like almost every team, they doubt, and I just love to go into game with that feeling in my chest. Like,
you don't do no talking, no jaw jacking back with them, do you?
I need to stop doing that sometimes.
Oh, so you do that?
Sometimes I get into it, but I need to chill out on that.
Yeah. What about you? Any teams you really get up for?
I mean, for me, I think it's more of like a next game mentality. Like, I feel like Catholic as a school, like, I feel like we just don't have any rivals. It's just game at a time. I mean, that's it. That's it, really.
What about like players y'all pattern y'all game after, or somebody you say, I look at his game, I want to become similar to him, or like him, or her? Anybody y'all pattern y'all game after?
When I was younger, I remember went to New Orleans to watch the Pelicans, and it was Curry. Seeing Curry play for the first time, I was like, man, like, this dude is amazing. So whenever I was younger, I tried basing my game off him, and I would just go outside and just only shoot threes.
Right. He didn't change the game.
Yeah. Now I've been watching a little bit of Anthony Edwards. I love how he plays, athletic, super aggressive. And
watch out now.
I like him.
Okay, that's two. So you got the shooting and athleticism.
Yes,
so you gonna make a new Michael Jordan right there. To the 10 power.
Not really like basing my game after him, but I really do like how smooth Jason Tatum plays. That's my favorite player. I love watching him. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like his pace, like how he can change pace. Like he only goes when he wants to go. The defense doesn't speed him up. I like watching him.
Well, we have the two Catholic High juniors, Mr. Tate McCurry and Mr. Nico Jones. And I'm going to ask Tate two more questions. Tate was fortunate enough last night to receive his 1,000-point ball. And that's an accomplishment. He's only a junior, so maybe he can get them numbers up to about 1,500 before he graduate. And but Tate, the question I want to ask you is, in that state championship game against Scotlandville, with 9 seconds to go, y'all was up by 1, and you got fouled and you had 2 free throws. So you step into that line, and if you make these free throws, y'all possibly gonna have a chance to win the game. If you miss these free throws, Scotlandville might have a chance to come back with 9 seconds and beat y'all by 2 or 3. How did you feel 9 seconds to go, having those 2 free throws, and what happened? Tell the audience what happened, and how did you feel? You already talked about how you felt before the game.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel in that moment?
So in that moment, I mean, it's like I wasn't really nervous. Like I didn't feel like this pressure like coming at me, because I mean it was like a few weeks before that we played EA. Should have beat them by more, but I mean at the end of the game we're tied, and then I'm at the free throw line, and I missed the first one, but I just kept having this feeling like I'm gonna make this, put this game away. And every time we're in a situation like that, Coach Jones, I mean, he believes in anyone. He'll be like, he's gonna knock these 2 down, we're gonna be up 3, like predicting the future. So, I mean, whenever I have coaches and teammates that believe in me like that, it just that puts all the pressure away, and being like, I just remember walking up to the line, kind of just shaking my arms out, being like, you got this. And first one went down, I was like, okay, yeah. And then the second one, that felt good though.
That's all right.
Yeah, and if I may add too,
go ahead.
I think everybody on the team, it was like we saw Tate go to the line. It was like we won't want anybody else. Like I know, like we know what kind of work this dude puts in. Like he in the gym nonstop, 24/7. So like
we in good shape.
Me, when I seen him go to the line, I was like, man, this is over. Like
we in real good shape.
Yeah, I knew it.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I tell you, Tate McCurry Jr., Nico Jones Jr., and Catholic High has a junior-led team this year. They do have 2 seniors, if I'm not mistaken, but they're a junior-led team. We're going to see how far they go this year. But boy, can you imagine next year with a senior-led team, over 4 or 5 seniors on Catholic High team for next year? Should be something special. And what Derek Jones said, I am having fun coaching these kids. So, and that's important because of the stress level that coaches go through. He's having fun this year. I can't even imagine the fun that he's going to have next year coaching this senior-led group. It's going to make his job a lot easier because those seniors are going to be almost like assistant coaches. Next, we have the principal of Port Island High, Mr. James Jackson. Mr. James Jackson. He's principal at Port Island High. He's been in the educational system for 20 years. And Mr. Jackson been at Port Island High for 11 years. He's a McDonald 35 graduate out of the New Orleans school system, or public school system. And he did his undergrad at LSU and got his master's degree from Southern University. Mr. Jackson, we're pleased to have you. Thank you very much for coming.
Appreciate you, big coach.
Mr. J, I'm gonna call him Mr. J. Mr. J, halfway through with the year now, how do you assess the year so far at Port Island High?
School year is going great.
It's been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster with some things we've had going on, good and not so good. But overall, it's been a great school year, blessed with a wonderful staff, wonderful group of kids, and work hard every day. And we have some goals that we're trying to reach, and I believe we're going to get there. But things are going really, really well at the halfway point.
That's good. That's good. Got to get the mate. Got to get the mate. All right. Where do you see the school? And I know you didn't progress to school. When you first came to school, it was a D school. You got them up to a B school. Where do you see the school in the future? And then the second part of that question would be, where do you see yourself in the future?
Gotcha. Well, I'll jump to the second part. I see myself as principal at Port Allen High School for the foreseeable future. First thing that comes to mind when you ask that question is, we pushing to be an A school.
What's that now?
So that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like you said, when I got there, we were a D school, and we've continually tried to push towards each letter grade above that. We've been a B school for about the last 4 or 5 years. And so I'm really, really excited about putting the work in to become an A school, which kind of is a reflection of academic excellence, which is what we're really working towards. So just excited about that, and I do believe we're going to get there real soon.
That's all right. That's all right. Now, one thing I know is Mr. Jackson has been a principal at Port Allen High for 11 years. So in that time, you always got a coaching turnover. So you're always looking to hire new coaches. You ain't gonna never have the same exact coaching staff that you had the year before. You're always gonna have to add one, or one to retire, or something going on. So you told me something a long time ago about 4 kinds of coaches you look for when you hiring a coach. And could you explain that to our audience?
Yep. I remember that conversation. I remember confiding in you when we had a coaching situation and sitting down and talking. I think I came to the house.
That's correct.
And just in my time, I believe that there are 4 types of coaches really at all levels. You have coaches that win and do things the right way. And obviously, that's the ideal coach to have.
That's what you want to get.
That's what you're looking for every time. You have coaches that win, but might not do things the right way. Might not do things the right way in the classroom, or be the positive role model they need to be for kids. Just the outside of the sport, things aren't being done the right way.
Maybe even the community.
Correct. So you have coaches that win and do things the right way. Coaches that win and don't do things the right way. You have coaches that may not get to that mountaintop as far as winning. They may not consistently win, but they do things the right way. They're a good person, good role model, good in the community, good teacher. And then you have coaches that lose and do things the wrong way. And in my experiences, you got to do things the right way. So regardless of whether we're winning or losing, things have to be done the right way. And you can live with a coach that does things the right way, but may not necessarily get to the mountaintop. Of course, you can't keep losing. But as long as you
and you can work with him too.
Correct.
You can work with that coach.
Correct. And when you're winning and not doing things the right way, it's tough to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because you don't have that other side of it where things are being done the right way. So those are my experiences. And like I said, of course, you're always looking for coaches that do the right thing. And if they can win on top of it, great.
That's great. That's great. What programs in your school help develop and promote your students?
That's a tough one, Coach, because we have so many. We try to consider ourselves a comprehensive school. We don't want to be viewed as an academic school. We don't want to be viewed as an athletic school. We want to be viewed as a school that just provides the things that kids need. And so I think we are that school. So I don't know if I have anything specific. I think my answer would be that we have something for everybody. Regardless of you're African American, you're Caucasian, you're Hispanic, you're an athlete, you're not an athlete, you're in the band, you're an academic kid. We try to make sure we have something for everybody. We have 15 athletic programs. We're constantly looking to add different programs every year to just reach kids with their skill sets and their abilities.
I heard y'all started a soccer program to reach some of your Hispanic kids.
Started a soccer program to reach our Hispanic population, which has been huge. Looking to add cross country, golf, tennis, swimming, different things like that. Wrestling. I can't get them boys to agree to put that uniform on with wrestling though, so I'm working on that.
Tight fit.
Yeah, but we're a comprehensive school, man. So nothing specific. We try to have a little bit of everything.
Okay. What are some kind of special things that you would like to talk about your school?
I think we have at Port Allen High School a very, very unique family culture. I think a lot of people say that, but may not necessarily live that. But anybody that has been a part of our school family as a faculty member or as a student will tell you that we are family, for better or worse. We get along well, we support one another, we love one another. We have an excellent balance, in my opinion, of love and accountability with our students. You have to understand where students are coming from and the barriers that they have, but you also can't allow that to be an excuse to lower your expectations. And that's a tough balance to have. How do you show them that you understand, but still hold them accountable? And some people might tinker towards one end or the other. You can't just feel sorry for kids, but you can't also just ignore the things that they're dealing with. So I think that's unique to us. I think we've really hit the mark on that the last few years. We have a very, very safe school. And I know that's important in today's world with a lot of the things that are going on. I think people would agree with me that our school is safe. And I would just put out there that I would love for Port Allen and Irwinville kids to go to Port Allen High School.
Watch out now.
You know, if we could get all of our kids to go to Port Allen High School, it'd be something else. You know, we got a lot of kids that are unnecessarily crossing that bridge when you got a great school right there that you're driving by at 3553 Rosedale. So that'll help us grow and diversify and take this thing to an even higher level.
Mr. James Jackson, principal at Port Allen High. He's been a principal now for 12 years total. And he says, come out and give Port Allen a chance to help educate your kid. Our next guest coming up will be Dr. Brittany Nelson, West Baton Rouge Parish and Port Allen High Teacher of the Year for 23-24.
Taste the feeling.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Nobody will satisfy your outdoor needs like reliable roofing.
Over the past 15 years, I had 2 roofing systems, including a chimney, installed by Reliable Roofing. I highly recommend them to get the job done.
Reliable Roofing, where no job is too big or small. Just give us a call.
No matter the job, big or small, give us a call.
Big Coach Leonard Pocket Show.
We have Dr. Brittany Nelson here. She is the Port Allen High Teacher of the Year for 23-24, and she's also the West Baton Rouge Parish Teacher of the Year for 23-24. She has 8 years of experience in education. She's a science teacher, a biology teacher, an AP chemistry teacher. She graduated from Thibodeau High. She has her undergrad degree from Louisiana State University, and she received her master's and doctoral degree from Southern University. Dr. Nelson, we pleased to have you today.
Thank you for having me. Pleased to be here.
Okay. Can you tell me something about the experience of becoming Teacher of the Year at Port Allen High and then going against the parish rival and winning the Parish Teacher of the Year?
Well, it was just exciting to be acknowledged for the hard work that I put into what I do, and it's my passion, so I enjoy what I do. So it's just exciting to be acknowledged. The process was rigorous. We had to write essays. We had to record ourselves teaching a lesson, and so it's just been quite an experience. Right now, I've submitted my packet to the state, and I'm just waiting to find out where I land there.
So we got the school teacher of the year, then you're the one the parish teacher of the year. So now you submitted another packet for to be the state teacher of the year or regional teacher of the year, the state?
Regional first, so I'll hear about that in March, and then if I win that, hopefully I'll be up for state teacher of the year.
Boy, I heard there's some money involved in this too. some money might be coming in if you can win some of those teachers of the year.
I hope so.
I heard you. All right. Okay. Now grants. I heard that you have written some grants, and you've been teaching for 8 years now. How many grants have you received, and gotten approved, and what amounts?
So during my time at Baton High School, I wrote 4 grants, NSTA Science Lab Improvement Grants. So they were worth $10,000 a piece. I won them all, so that was a total of $40,000 that went towards supporting our kids in the science department at Baton High School.
Wow, that's finance. You need financial help and assistance, and so $40,000 over a 4-year period. That'll get you some teachers of the year right there. You know, what specific techniques do you use in the classroom that assist our students?
So as a science teacher, it's just important to me to make sure that they are experiencing science, which means those grants went a long way towards allowing them to do hands-on labs and activities, which to me drives their science education.
Labs.
Yep, hands-on.
Hands-on.
Yes.
So not just lecture, but you're getting the hands-on experience.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. What's one of your greatest challenges in teaching our kids today?
Honestly, teaching the kids is not the challenge. It's actually the reward. Like, that's kind of what, it's like a game, right? You prepare to teach the kids, and that's your goal. The tough part is just preparing to do that. So the lesson planning, it's necessary work, but the lesson planning, the analyzing student data, and then using that student data to make the best instructional decisions for kids. So you put the work in the front end, and then you get to teach kids, and that's the best part, or the most challenging part, is just the front end work.
Now, Dr. Brittany Nelson, 8 years experience. Now you done received already and got teacher of the year. The parish teacher of the year, which is very hard. It's hard to get your school teacher of the year. And you're going and trying to further that competition for as you becoming a teacher of the year at another level. But where do you see yourself in the future far as education?
So in the future, I do see myself moving into an administrative role. I enjoy being in a classroom, but in a classroom, you only impact the students that walk in your door. So being an administrator, you will be able to impact just about every kid that walks on the campus. And so that's my drive for wanting to move into that direction.
That's all right. So you want to become an administrator to impact more kids.
Yes.
Dr. Brittany Nelson is the 2023-24 Port Island High Teacher of the Year. She's also the West Baton Rouge Parish Teacher of the Year. We wish her the best as she go for a Regional State Teacher of the Year and a State Teacher of the Year. And we look forward to her coming back again. Richarda Jones, the 11th and 12th grade counselor, coming up next. Today we have Miss Richarda Jones. She is the counselor at Port Island High. She has been in the education profession for 26 years. She received her high school degree at Port Island High. She did her undergrad at Southern University and has her master's degree from Southern University. And she's going to talk to us about the role of being a counselor. Ms. Jones, we're pleased to have you today.
Thank you for having me.
Ms. Jones, I heard you was on the chairperson for the Student of the Year committee?
Yes, that is correct. The Student of the Year is selected. We usually select them about September or October, and there's a process that they have to go through. Students, seniors with at least a 3.1 cumulative grade point average may apply to be the Student of the Year. We have a process that they go through at the school level, and then from that process, then we move on, and they will go on to the district level. And our Student of the Year this year was Jaylyn Netter. She was selected out of 9 other students.
And 9 student competition.
Yes, sir.
And so they had to do a question and answer with the committee, and then Did the committee determine it, or is the process other?
It's a committee, so each of the students, they have an application packet which consists of their resume, letters of recommendation. It also consists of a letter of interest, and they have to write a biographical sketch. So when they put all of that information together, then, and their transcript, of course, is included, we send that information over to a committee that is selected. This year, the committee was 5 people, teachers, and some of our alumni, some of our former teachers. And then from that process, once they go through the interview process and they look at their portfolio, they're scored on a rubric, and from there, the student of the year is selected.
Wow, sounds like a long process, a long, detailed process. What about scholarships? I know most of the counselors are involved in helping get kids scholarships at the end of the year.
Well, scholarships really start at the beginning of the year because there are various scholarships that I receive from LOSFA and other entities. We also have most of the scholarships in the spring semester that come through from alumni. Those scholarships may come from former educators. We have scholarships from area businesses and organizations that would like to give scholarships. And then we always have our senior program, which is the beginning of May, and many of those entities can come in and present the scholarships to our students.
Okay.
But there are various scholarships in person. So there are various scholarships that we have, as well as I help those students with scholarships from the college. Each individual college that they may be applying for, I always encourage them to look to see what scholarships those colleges have to offer as well.
Wow. And what about testing? I know the counselors usually are over the testing, or test coordinators.
Right now, we're fortunate enough to have someone as our test coordinator, but we still have a part in which we play. And I say we because there's also a 9th and 10th grade counselor at the school. But right now, I mostly assist with the ACT testing. So that would be ACT testing on a Saturday, which is a national level, as well as the state and district level. So it's very entailed, but a lot of our students, I usually encourage them to at least take the national ACT before they take the state and district testing, especially as a junior. We had several of our students to take the ACT in October and in December, and we also have fee waivers. If they have a financial need, then we have fee waivers that they can receive to take the ACT for free.
Is the ACT part of the school performance score?
Yes, it is.
So that's a very important
That's a
test
very important.
to help with your school score being
Most
rated
definitely.
a B school or A school.
Most definitely.
What about career planning for these kids? Some of these kids are on a track to go to a college, go to a university, but some of these kids might be on a track to go to a VOTEC school. Career planning for these kids, do you assist with that?
Yes, I do. I always assist, of course, with them with the applications, but also we have various careers and colleges that come into our West Baton Rouge College and Career Fair that we have. We've joined in with the other school in our district, and we are now having a West Baton, this is our second year having a West Baton Rouge College and Career Fair, where we have various people from the area to come in, colleges from all over Louisiana to come out, and our students can see other things, because we had the longshoremen and different people from Dow and stuff like that that came in.
All different kind of professions.
All different professions. And then we also have them to come in and do what's called a lunch display. So many of them may come in and they'll set up a table in the cafeteria so that they can talk with all of the students, not just our juniors and seniors. They can speak with all of our students, any of them that are interested. They can get more information and everything about colleges and careers. The military is also included. They come in and talk with our students all the time.
The one track to go into a university is not always the right thing for all kids.
Correct.
So you have to find other things.
Correct.
And I think one thing that kids are dealing with today is emotional support. And do you handle that and helping the kids? Because you just don't know what these kids go through.
Oh yes.
Last night or that day,
That's
and
right.
just helping them. What about emotional support for the students?
We like to make sure that our students know that we have an open door policy and they can come to us at any point. And many of our students, if they're just had a bad night, a day at home, we They can come into our office, we talk about it, we give them some techniques and everything to work with it. Many of our students may be dealing with the fact that they can't handle a lot of the classes that they're taking, and some of them may be stressed about that, so we talk to them about different ways to manage multiple classes and study skills and things. We also talk to our students many times, we bring in someone else, so we have other counselors that we may have to refer some of our students to, especially if they're dealing with trauma. Many of them may not know how to handle a death in the family of a loved one, so we have others that we can reach out to and have our students to reach out and talk to them.
Miss Richarda Jones, counselor, 11th grade and 12th grade counselor at Port Island High. Sounds like she's a real busy lady. She's been in the education profession for 26 years now, and we was pleased to have her on the Big Coach Leonard Parker Show. Thank you very much.
Nobody will satisfy your outdoor needs like reliable roofing.
Over the past 15 years, I had 2 roofing systems, including a chimney, installed by Reliable Roofing. I highly recommend them to get the job done.
Reliable roofing, where no job is too big or small. Just give us a call.
No matter the job, big or small, give us a call.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to greystonecountryclub.com.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Christine Lacaze, licensed massage therapist, is offering appointment-only massage therapy at Modern Technique Salon. The massage services are offered on Saturdays and Mondays by appointment only, no walk-ins. Call Christine Lacaze at 225-610-4908. That's massage therapy by appointment only at Modern Technique Salon, located on Highway 1 in Addis. Call Christine Lacaze for your appointment today, 225-610-4908.
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
Big Coach Leonard.
We're going to recap the power rankings for today. In Division I non-select girls, we have the Walker Wildcats, who come in a record of 24-0. They got 8 girls on their team that's possibly going to get college scholarships with the junior and senior class. I'm going to make sure I get out there and see them. Denham Springs is right behind them at 20-3, number 2 in the class. And then Zachary is number 7 at 15-4. Wow. Had a good chance of getting a state championship out of that division in this area. Let's go to Division II. In Division II, we have Albany at number 2. Albany is 15-5. We have Plaquemine at number 7 at 12-4. And we have Bruley at number 11, barely missing the top 10. They was in the top 10. They go back and forth. But Bruley at 15-7. Three quality teams in Division 2. Let's go to Division 3. In Division 3, we have Dahl coming in with a record of 22-3, pretty good record. A Meat coming in with a record of 17-5. St. James coming in with a record of 13-5 in that division, rounding out our top 10 and rounding out top 10 for our area. Division 4. Division 4, we have White Castle, 11-9. East Iberville, a close top 10 at number 11 at 14-8. Now let's go to select. Let's get to select schools. But those non-select schools are doing pretty good. On the select schools, we have Liberty at 13-2. Woodlawn is 16-7. Scotlandville at 13-8 to round out the top 10 for Division 1 select. Let's try to Division 2 select for the girls. Madison Prep comes in at 13-9, and that's going to be the only one in the top 10. But Lafayette Christian girls, they lost their first game to Southern Lab. They're number 1, but they're a little bit far out of our area, but Lafayette's right down the road. Let's go to the next division. Division 3, we have Dunham coming in at number 1 at 15-4. Parkview Baptist is number 2 at 13-7. University is number 4 at 15-9. And Glen Oaks hits the top 10 at 10-14. Got a chance to see Glen Oaks a couple times this year. Coach Beauchamp, great job getting in that top 10. Let's see if you get that top 8. Great job. Got a good chance to get a state championship out of that division in the Baton Rouge area. Division 4, Southern Lab. Now, one thing about them Southern Lab kittens, they beat 2 undefeated teams this year. Now, they're number 1 in Division 4 at 12-5, but Southern Lab has beat Liberty undefeated and also Lafayette Christian undefeated. Very impressive. Kelly Pointe-Coupee is number 9 at 12-7, and Ascension Catholic is number 10 at 9-7. So got a good chance to get it out of that division. Division 5, we go into the small schools in that division, and we have our school Family Christian. Family Christian comes in at 16-10, and Louisiana School for the Deaf comes in at number 10. So Family Christian at number 3, and Louisiana School for the Deaf number 10. All right. Well, we're going to go to the boys division now. Now we go to the boys division of the power ranking. Zachary is number 1 at 15-3. Denham Springs is number 3 at 20-2. And St. Amand rounds out the top 10 at 19-5. Got a good chance to win something in that division for the boys. Division 2, we're going to be number 3. Bruley Panthers has been moving a lot in that division. At number 3 at 17-0. And they have Plaquemine also in that division at 14-6. And they've already played each other. They play each other again on February the 2nd. And that's rounded out the top 10 for that division. We go to Division 3. French Settlement is number 1 at 21-3. And I think that's going to be the only one in our area in the top 10. We do have another couple teams in our area. Let's go to Division 4. Division 4, we have Northeast. Northeast Vikings will be there this week. The Northeast Vikings, number 9 at 13-9 at 6. And also we have East Iberville Valley missing it, number 11 at 9-10. So let's go to select. Let's go to select now. And the select division at number 1, select, we have Liberty at number 2 at 13-1. You know, I'm going to mention St. Aug because they have 4 starters coming back at number 7 in the New Orleans area. And Scotlandville barely missed it, and Catholic, Scotlandville at 13-7, and Catholic, who we had last night against Walker at 9-5 at number 12. Going to Division 2, we got Madison Prep with 1 loss, 12-1. I believe that loss came from Iowa. Iowa is a real tough team. Lafayette Christian, 18-0 is number 3. We'll go down a little bit, and that's the only 2 teams in our local area in that top 10. Division 3, we have University at 12-6, and the Capital Lions, who I got a chance to interview their coach the other day, Coach Robinson, and he's at 17-5, hanging on to the top 4. Dunham is 16-5 at number 5, and then Parkview is number 9 at 13-6, and Episcopal is 13-8. Woo! We got a good chance of getting a defending state champ, and Felix Mentorship barely missed that top 10 at number 11. Woo! We got a good chance to get a state championship out of that division. Going to Division 4, Southern Lab comes in with a record of 13-8, and Ascension Christian is number 10 at 11-7. In our last boys division, we have Family Christian 6-14, and Jehovah Jireh at 2-14, but they probably playing a lot of upper class schools right now, and don't be surprised if one of them 2 teams are in the Final Four and wins the state championship. But that's a recap of the power rankings in the Baton Rouge metropolitan area. Top 10, we only covered the top 10, but that don't mean you can't win a state championship if you're not in the top 10. Just remember, the top 32 teams make it to the playoffs, and the top 16 teams get home games for the first round. So I think some of them teams that's not in the top 10 still is going to have a chance to win a state championship. This is Big Coach Leonard Parker with the Power Ranking, signing off. If you enjoyed the Big Coach Leonard Parker Show, you can see more content on the Big Coach Leonard Parker YouTube channel. Just remember, we are all big coaches. And in the world today, we need a lot of big coaches helping each other. Just remember, we can choose to be happy and blessed or choose to be depressed. I choose to be happy and blessed. This is Big Coach Leonard Parker signing off. What I like for everybody to do is when they come to the shed, on their way out the door, is to sign the wall. Now, when they sign in the wall, you're looking at 2 different things. We're giving thanks for what the situations that we have in life, that we've been given, provided, good things happening to us in life, and also the golden horseshoe. Now, the story of the golden horseshoe is, if the horseshoe is standing up, it pours out good luck to everybody who signs the wall. If you had the horseshoe turned downward, as you walk through the door, you can get some good luck, but eventually all the good luck would run out because the horseshoe is downward. So that's why you put your horseshoe up. Everybody who signs the wall gonna get some luck. Pray for them, and hopefully some good things gonna happen to everybody, and we give thanks for what we have. You never know who's gonna show. It's like a name before you walk out the door. Ooh, wait. That was a good show. The Big Coach Leonard Parker Show.